Is it possible for one person to have the best and worst luck at the same time? Imagine dying, not almost dying, actually dying. Your heart stops. Doctors step back. Your family is told to say goodbye. Now imagine waking up and then, within the same year, winning the lottery twice. This is not a movie. This is not a coincidence. This is the true story of Bill Morgan, and I promise you, you have never heard anything like it. In 1998, Bill Morgan was living a remarkably normal life. He was a 37-year-old truck driver. He lived in a trailer park on the outskirts of Melbourne, Australia. He played the lotto once a week. He liked scratch-off tickets, scratchies, as they call them in Australia, even though he had never won anything significant playing them. No big dreams, no dramatic backstory, just a quiet, ordinary life. But in June of 1998, that ordinary life was about to be shattered. It started with a car accident, a horrific one. Paramedics worked frantically to save his life. The crash had caused Bill to develop a potentially fatal heart condition. Doctors gave him medication to treat it, without realizing he was severely allergic to it. The medicine triggered a heart attack. Bill Morgan's heart stopped. He was declared clinically dead for 14 minutes and 38 seconds. They say you're clinically dead for 7 minutes, Bill later told a reporter. So I was clinically dead twice. Paramedics eventually revived him, but his fight was far from over. Even after his heart restarted, Bill slipped into a coma. He needed life support machines just to stay alive. Doctors were honest with his family, brutally honest. They said he had very little chance of survival, that he could be brain dead. They advised the family to turn off the machines and let him go. His family refused. My sisters didn't want them to turn it off, Bill recalled. And there was a specialist from the Alfred Hospital who said, "We'll take him, but we want to use him as a guinea pig, essentially, and try different things. If one of them works, great." For 15 days, Bill Morgan lay in that hospital bed while the world went on without him. And then, on day 15, he opened his eyes. Not only did he come out of the coma, he came out with no neurological damage, no physical damage, completely intact. "When I was lying in hospital," he said, "I thought, gee, I mightn't survive this. I'm only 37, and at 37, I've got so much to look forward to." The worst was over, or so he thought. After leaving the hospital, Bill did the first thing that felt right. He proposed to his girlfriend of several years, Lisa Wells. She said yes, a new job, a new home with Lisa, and every week, without fail, a scratchy from his local liquor store, because that's just who Bill Morgan was. Several months after the coma, he picked up a $5 scratch card called Scratch, Match and Drive, a number match game. Top prize, a brand new car. He uncovered the ticket. I said out loud, "I think I've won a car." And sure enough, I had. A brand new Toyota Corolla, just like that. A new fiancé, a new job, a new car. Bill Morgan had no idea his luck was just getting started. Word got out about his story. A man who was clinically dead, who came back, and then won a car on a scratch ticket. The local Nine News team reached out. They wanted to do a feature on him. As part of the story, the crew decided to film a recreation. They wanted to capture Bill walking into the shop, buying a scratchy, just like he did when he won the Corolla. They thought it was a good luck story, Bill said. So that's how it all started. The crew set up outside the news agent. Bill walked in, approached the counter, and picked a ticket at random. The cameras were rolling. One of the cameramen said, "That'd make a good shot. We'll get you scratching it off." So Bill scratched it. And that's when everything changed. His eyes went wide. He looked at the card. He looked up. He looked back at the card. And then Bill Morgan said into the camera,
I just won 250,000. I'm not joking.
You're not, are you?
I just won 250,000. Oh, please don't come with me.
You have too. Give us a congratulations, Bill. How are you? Fantastic. Look. It's just...
This is happening. I think I'll have another heart attack.
The cameras were still rolling. The reporter was stunned. The crew was stunned. Everyone on that street corner in Melbourne was stunned. Because what just happened doesn't happen. A man who was clinically dead for 14 minutes and 38 seconds. Who spent 15 days in a coma. Who was told he might never wake up. Had just won $250,000 on camera, live, during our reenactment. He immediately called Lisa to share the news, and as a wedding present to her, he bought her a house. The rest he invested for their retirement. The footage went viral, and 22 years later, Bill Morgan told reporters, strangers still walk up to him on the street just to tell him how much they love watching him win. Today, Bill Morgan is 63 years old. He still lives in Melbourne with his wife Lisa. His health hasn't been perfect. The arthritis from the crash eventually forced him into retirement. But thanks to the investments he made with his winnings, he lives comfortably. And every single week, without fail, he still buys a scratchy. Because you never know when all of that good luck will come roaring back. I've had a bonus of 22 years, he once said. And that's the way you have to live your life. Every day, I get up and put on my shoes. And even if I'm not real well, I have a shuffle down the road, smell the roses, look at the sun, and think about how lucky I am. Here's what stays with me about Bill Morgan's story. He didn't win the lottery because he was special. He didn't survive because the universe had a plan. He survived because his sisters refused to give up, because a specialist took a chance, because Bill himself chose to keep going. And then, quietly, without fanfare, he went back to his routine. New job, new home, $5 scratchy every week. He wasn't waiting for luck, he was just living. And luck found him anyway. 14 minutes and 38 seconds. That's how long Bill Morgan was gone. And somehow, in that same year, he won a car and $250,000. Some things don't have explanations. Some stories just need to be told. If this story got to you, share it. Someone out there needs to hear it today. And if you want more stories like this, true stories, stranger than fiction, subscribe. We find them so you don't have to. This was Bill Morgan's story, and I hope it stays with you.